Livingston man, roll that beautiful beam footage.
We all go down.
Boom, just like that. We all gonna die Wednesday. Outlaw Jackson, beginning to think perhaps. 125, Teresa Buchanan, Southern Tier Prepper, Niels Hahn, Dynasty, Blackbird, Gene W, Teresa Buchanan, Travis Medic, what's up, SRD, Winter Homestead, Amy King, good to see ya. Milo 2A, good evening. Thank you for stopping in. Irishman, what's up? Kia Chris, what's good? Galdrell, good to see you. Hope everybody's doing fantastic this We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Judy Prepper, welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
But yeah, y'all gonna die Wednesday. You kind of wish, looking back, that you kind of had the best Wednesday that you could have. You just want to be like, I just want to have a good day today.
Yeah.
Did you have a good day today?
Yeah,
How was it?
I'm always extra careful on Wednesdays. It was a heavy work day, but it was a productive heavy work day. So
I cut my finger.
Oh no.
Yeah. Rusty fucking nail sticking out the side of the building, and I did something. I was trying to do something, and it just ripped me wide open. Superficial nonetheless, but still bleeding on a place.
On a rusty nail.
On my brand new wood.
The guy's a walking tetanus shot. Rural 2IC, thank you so much for the donation. Again, it started tonight. Tonight, the reward for reaching the targeted goal that we set for this evening is Livingston Man will play a live outro show. Intel, thank you so much.
Even with my
really appreciate
cut finger.
With his cut finger. Scars are manly, big guy. Yeah, no tetanus jabs. They suck. They make your arm hurt for days.
Wolf, I had one once. It's true. It's like in the bone. It hurts. Ow, they'd be jamming in deep like that. I'm like, not particularly.
I'm not a fan of injections from the doctors. Just not my thing.
Now let me do you.
Don't like it. Virginia Bushcrafter, good to see you. Blackbird, what's up? Listen, I'm done talking about the incident that occurred last Wednesday. Okay, we need to. I'm not going to say move on from it, but we need to not be stuck in it, right? I mean, the fucking aliens are coming, Livingston Man. They're literally on their way here, and we're stuck on some earthly stuff, and we're never going to see the alien spacecraft coming at us. So. I don't know. Oh, you're fixing it? Oh, look at him go. Look at that. Everything just moves around. Niels Hahn by Silver, Platinum, and Crystallized Osium, says Niels Hahn. Could you give that a heart, Livingston Man? You're in control of the helm. You got to go all the way up to the big. There it is. Kablamo. Thank you. Much appreciated. Atlas is ready to cornhole the planet. Jason M. Schmidt. Could be.
They said there was an alien mothership on its way here. At this point, I'm absolutely willing to believe it because they're doing some heavy lifting to get us off that.
For real. For real. Nemesis Enforcer, welcome from the Tex-Mex border to the People's Republic of New Yorkistan. Thank you for being here.
Democratic People's Republic. Okay.
Well, you can call it democratic. They do let us vote still. I don't know. Yeah, but so what I don't like about voting, where I vote, is I fill out my big paper ballot, right? And I color in all the circles just like it says Livingston Man. They taught me this in elementary school. I can color in the circles good. And then all those standardized tests that we took on
the number 2 pencil.
On the Scantron, right? They trained me for this. So I go in and I vote, and I got it perfect. Oh, yeah, the little black Sharpie marker, fine tip, Scott Hummer. Thank you, my friend. And I'm coloring in all the circles, and I do my job, do my civic duty. I vote, I flip it over, I check the back to make sure there's no ballots on the back, right? Because sometimes they do that. They sneak some in on the back, and you got to flip it over and vote on those too.
Oh, you missed that part. Yep.
Yeah, well, some of those are
teaching you that.
really important on the back, like constitutional amendments to the state and such. You got to vote on this stuff. This is important stuff.
Alice's restaurant, he's like, "No, flip it over," and on the back, in the middle of the back, all caps. You ever been convicted of felony? And he told him a long ass story. It's like a 30-minute song. You should look it up. Yeah, flipping the paper over matters. I remember this one time in school, there was this whole thing, and the teacher was trying to teach us that what you do is read through the whole recipe first and then tackle it.
Oh,
Instead
absolutely.
of, if you go step by step,
You might miss something.
or you might paint yourself into a proverbial corner. And
Yeah,
but
very true. Rescue.
mad people, only like 2 people in the class actually did what she said and read the whole thing first. Because like the last thing you were supposed to do is only do the first thing. But everybody missed
you didn't
it.
read all the way. Everybody was in a hurry to get everything done. Love, laugh, live. Maggie says Constitution Day today. Amen to the Constitution. Some random dude. Thank you so much, my brother. Really appreciate it. We are already halfway to the goal. You guys are crushing it this evening. What did I do? Come on. Come on. Come on.
Touching my computer.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll take my hands off.
You can't
Roddy
love
Hood,
it
good
and
to
like
see
it. You can't love it and like it.
So my problem,
React.
I
bro.
fill out every little perfect circle on the thing, and I'm looking at my ballot, and it's looking solid, Livingston, man, right the way I wanted to vote. And I take it over to the machine, and the guy says, "Oh, well, put your ballot in this way," and we take it out of the envelope and put it in the machine, and it and it goes dun, 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 and it says your vote has been counted. At no point does it give me a printout of how it counted my
A
vote.
receipt might be a.
I thought
cool
that would be
thing.
cool.
Yeah.
You know, at least tell me, hey, you voted this category. You voted for these people.
You should be able to opt for it.
Is that accurate? Right.
Would you like a receipt? Fuck, they asked me that for buying 2 Red Bulls at the convenience store, but I can't get one from my vote.
For real. For real. So I'm perturbed by the system that we use. Right. I also say I wouldn't like it if I just shoved my paper ballot in a box and watched it disappear. Hopefully to be counted by some individual at some location, sometime, somewhere, someday. I don't really like that feeling either.
Receipts for votes. I like that idea. I think I would get behind it.
If you want more
So you
participation in voting,
And
you
it's-
download the federal.gov voting app, and everybody votes from home. And you just, one day, everybody votes, and that's that.
Boy, I
The
don't
bot
know.
farms would love that, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they think that you'd be opening a can of worms with
Yeah.
that. But a physical receipt, so that if when in doubt,
Yeah.
there's a paper trail, and I think that maybe that's what's missing when it comes to elections and ballots and stuff. Is like, is there truly a paper trail? And in any investigation, the first thing you do is follow the money, which is essentially a paper trail. But within cases of an elections, can you? I don't know. I'm literally asking,
Yeah.
but I feel like that if you can, it's extremely difficult and time consuming, and you know what I mean.
Oh, totally.
So it leaves room for doubt, and that's an issue. You should not doubt that the people have spoken.
Yeah, it's weird, man. But I agree with Outlaw Jackson. As advanced as we are, aside from like India, where you have to go dip your thumb in the inkwell and dye your thumb blue to show that you voted. That's real shit. That's the vote counted. You literally like prick your finger and put it on your fingerprint on there in blood that this is my solemn vote.
And that's interesting too, because you're really committing to that.
Yeah.
Again, with a paper trail is that with the slide into where the world is now.
Oh, God.
All of a sudden, what you now have is a paper trail pointing directly to your so-called opposition. And I think a system like that would be more or less immediately abused.
Right. Yeah.
The anonymous vote is the big thing. Anybody can walk in that booth and say whatever they want in public, but then they can pull whatever
Absolutely.
switch they feel.
Thank you, my
I
brother.
think that's also like an unalienable part of our glorious constitutional democratic republic that we have going on
It's
here.
Constitution Day, man. We got to celebrate that stuff.
And so I like the idea of a receipt for your vote to be like, hey, no, like.
Yeah, this is the way it was counted. Your
But at the
vote
s-
number, blah, blah, blah.
At the same time, I worry that a system like that would be abused immediately to persecute opponents of.
Oh, like
elected.
so and so left their receipt in the booth, and it said that they were, even though they were Democrat, they voted for the Republican.
And you'd end up with an even more targeted, effective, crackdown on the opposition. When this one gets in
Yeah.
power, they persecute their predecessor.
Personally,
and this just goes on forever.
I think
now
we
with
need
proof.
to. I think we need to clean the slate of both parties, Livingston, man. I don't think either one of them actually serves we the people.
Our forefathers,
I think
they warned against.
I think they serve themselves and the corporations that give them the money so that they can win an election. Right? Those are the people that they honestly serve anymore. So I think a clean slate is in order. Somehow, some way, some secessio plebis down the road, right? Because you're never going to get everybody on board. People are far too complacent, far too comfortable. They just want their toaster and their TV and their steel-belted radials and just leave them alone in their living room, right? And then they're fine. So they do. They back off when they get to the door. And they are, okay. And you can go sit on the couch and shut the fuck up. But if you say anything, like in Europe, bro, they come to your house and drag you to jail. They're letting out like real deal criminals, like thugs and robbers and people who've assaulted people, and they let them out of jail to put the guy who said that the country was going wrong online.
Depends on how loud your message resonates.
Yeah, or in some cases now, you're literally flying the flag of your country.
And being vilified for it.
And go to jail for it. Dan Rose says, Mike and Livingston Man, have you watched the John Adams miniseries? I have not.
The founding father, John Adams? No, I have not.
I watched Turn ages ago. That was a really good miniseries about the Culpeper group that kind of passed messages and stuff and helped. It was a Culpeper spy ring.
Okay, the Civil War era?
No, American Revolution.
Okay, then I am unfamiliar.
Yeah,
I'll have to
American
look it up.
Revolution.
Read about it.
They're from Long Island, the North Shore of Long Island, and they would take boats back and forth from Connecticut to Long Island.
I know. I can tell you with a very vague understanding of it that this Revolutionary War and Civil War era, like espionage, was
Oh man, next
something
level.
else.
Next
man.
level. Next level. People were paying people in back rooms and.
They smuggled Benedict Arnold's ass out to town on the back of a horse, laying in a cart like covered up with vegetables and shit.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do to get out without the redcoats getting you, right?
It was the Americans trying to get him. He sold us out. He fucking told them how to get into West Point, bro. Benedict Arnold was a bad dude.
Yeah.
Then he went to Britain, and was as my high school social studies teacher put it. He said nobody likes a traitor.
That's true. It's true.
So though he helped the British, they were actually like kind of disrespectful to him, like, you piece of shit.
Scott Hummer, thank you so much, my friend. Much appreciated. I think America requires some modernization, right? To some extent. Maybe not a full-out reboot, because I don't think people can handle it.
A reinterpretation of our founding principles in the face of this new world that we're all living in.
I do think that we
The founding
need
fathers didn't envision shit like AI and like mass media and LEDs and fucking electricity and shit, man. But their core values are the same, but they just need to be reinterpreted because you look silly when you. Some things are yes, but morally correct, practically unpracticable in today's society. But it's how do you resend the message, and how far are you willing to go to quote unquote rewrite history?
Yeah. Let's see. Rip Curl Readiness says it looks like ABC just pulled Jimmy Kimmel. Gene W. Thank you so much. All right, chat. You guys got to tell me. We got 59 people in the chat right now. Do you believe that when somebody says something that you find vile or wrong, that they should be cancel cultured, like lose their job, lose everything because you said the wrong thing? Now, I don't think Jimmy Kimmel is exactly that case. I'm going to say that out front. I believe he intentionally misled people on his show, and I think that's wrong.
I didn't watch it.
So
back to my, if I hear a song that sucks, I just don't listen to it.
Yeah. I mean, but he said some things that were definitely lies. And lied to his entire audience to push a narrative that he wanted pushed. But I think this cancel culture shit, man, it's for the birds. I think these people will be judged, and it's not our job to do it. I think society as a whole can just turn their back on folks. We've seen it happen to corporations and mom and pop shops that people didn't agree with their stance, or they wouldn't bake a certain cake for a certain person, and the backlash comes, right? You have freedom of speech, but not freedom from consequence from the things that you speak. People are violent nowadays. They will hurt you or worse. So
a very Call of Duty sort of Xbox, not to vilify the.
It was the video games.
No, and I didn't. That's not what I mean. It's the mindset, though. It's I want to get on, kill some motherfuckers on Xbox.
Let's see. I like Rescue's comment here. He says your employer should be able to hold you accountable if your persona affects the business, in my humble opinion. I would agree with that. I think if a person's values don't align with the values of your business or corporation or whatever, then they should not be there, because you are not compatible with that person morally, right? So you have to step away and say, I'm going to take my moral high ground and out of here. Some random dude.
I'm gonna feel you on that, because the place for political and moral activism is not your job site.
No,
it was actually your choice to apply there and get hired there, and be paid money by these people to work for them in the interest of said company.
Represent them. That's why you get the cool shirt with the little logo on it and all that stuff.
That is not the place for political activism.
You are representing them and what they believe in, and you have to kind of put yourself aside sometimes for an employer if it's what you want to do.
Go twist your wrench for 8 hours and go be loud on the internet for the rest of your day. That's fine. But at the same time, if that conduct in one way or another affects the business you work for,
you got a leg to stand on. If you're costing me business, then poof, be gone.
Right. And here's where you go, well, what about my, again, the First Amendment and the civil rights and whatnot? And it's that, again, I personally believe that, again, your job site is not a place to be grandstanding, and go do that in the park on Saturday with everybody else, man. Like, why are you doing this at work, bro? Do you want to work, or do you want to, what do you think you're even doing?
Trout Slayer, what's good, brother?
Yes, put yourself aside for that 8 hours a day and just get money.
Yeah, just go put in an honest day's work or
But
a hard day's work, anything like that. You know, go sweat it out, man. Get your frustrations out, lifting boxes, carrying heavy shit, moving stuff around. You know, whatever it is that you do, just
At the same time, I feel like that I must say that, given what I just said, that it's the behavior. Really that bugged me was, okay, so let's immediately jump up and we're going to start doxing people. We're going to start trolling their profiles and putting out information. I'm like, and I was like,
that's some dirty shit, man.
All right, so remember when they passed the SAFE Act? When a guy who wasn't anyone but himself went and did something completely terrible and they made a whole group of people criminals about it?
Yeah.
I couldn't help but think of that. And I was like, and anybody that was ever put in that position should at least be able to relate a little bit to a whole group of people being blamed for something that one person did.
Totally. I totally get what you're saying. And people often nowadays paint with a very broad brush. And I'm sure there's a lot of great people.
It's like a fucking 10-foot. I wish I could buy one. I could get work done. This brush y'all paint.
Let's see. There was Eric N1RV is here. Livingston, man. Roll that beautiful bean.
He just needs to hear this song.
Footage.
All right.
Do it for Eric.
Call it a commercial break from our sponsor.
Good evening, and welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Livingston man, roll that beautiful bean footage.
We all gonna die. We all gonna die. We all gonna die. It's a we all gonna die Wednesday.
Kia Chris, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Really appreciate it. Let's see, there's a couple questions in here. The first one is from Dan Rose. He says, should someone get fired from a job if they get arrested but not charged or plead guilty? That is a good question. I would have to say, in my opinion, Dan, if the punishment needs to fit the crime. If you, I have places I draw the line. Child abuse, abuse of a spouse. There's different things that I would say, hey, you're really not welcome here anymore. I'm not cool with what happened. I am not cool with what you did, and I am not cool that that is a reflection on myself or my business. Eric N1RV, thank you kindly, my friend. Greatly appreciated.
I think I like this question. I like this gray area. Okay, so I think that someone should be placed on, I guess, what we would call administrative leave until the facts are established, and in our American judicial system that we are supposed to be innocent until proven guilty.
Correct.
So I understand administrative leave, like, listen, especially if there's publicity involved.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout here. You're going to take a TV timeout.
But I think that anymore, like, that people would be able to stretch the legal of it and actually hold an employer responsible for a wrongful fire if the facts were not established and they were just simply let go. I'm not a lawyer and I am not offering advice. But I figure if I were a judge of the Court of Common Pleas, I would take things like this into account.
Well said. You're a fair and just judge, Livingston. Let me grab your little clicker here. I just want to bring us down.
Bring us on
Because there
down.
was another question.
was
Rip Curl Readiness says, yes and no. I believe any employer has the right to fire an employee for any cause.
Yes, but I think the law actually disagrees with that.
Yeah, well, especially here in the People's Republic of New Yorkistan. Cherokee Survival says 100 times bigger mystery object has entered the solar system. It's aiming straight for I-3 Atlas on purpose. Meets Comet Swan coming. I-3 Atlas versus Swan, or is it Wormwood? So I did see that a comet appeared from behind the sun the other day. It just out of nowhere.
Do you want to know a funny
Very
thing about
interesting.
wormwood is the Ukrainian-Russian / word for wormwood is Chernobyl.
Yeah.
It is. Look it up. Go ahead.
Are we talking about Jimmy Kimmel getting fired for saying it was MAGA?
No,
Now,
that's why.
We were discussing the whole should you get fired for your vile comments online.
Is Jimmy Kimmel a journalist or is he a comedian?
He is a comedian and a talking head. He is
Listen.
somebody who reaches millions of people on a daily basis. So his opinion sways people's thinking process.
True. So an influencer, if nothing.
Oh
else.
yeah, but employed by a company who just lost a $16+ million lawsuit to Donald Trump for defamation.
Who's that?
ABC.
He's also got a big, huge. Is it $15 billion? He's suing the New York Times.
Well, when you just
questioned-
when you print lies, and you can prove that they're lies, and you can prove defamation of character, it's literally character assassination.
Now again, I gotta say, I am not a fan of cancel culture in any of the faces that it wears. I think it's petty.
It's a vile creature.
And I think that what I see is a lot of people applying the freedom of speech to selectively. Is
Yeah,
all.
you're not. I don't know. You're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. I think, like I said, we're headed down the slippery slope, and all signs point to preparedness, being prepared. I don't know if anybody caught the Angry Preppers live stream last night, but I was on it. And I also made it on to the Angry Truth, and we went a full hour on the Angry Truth. So it was 2 hours of your favorite RNN correspondent live from the People's Republic of New Yorkistan. It was awesome. It was a great stream. We had a great discussion. And one of the things that I brought up is the without rule of law meter adjustments, right? So currently I think that the urban areas are approaching 30% without rule of law, right? Things are not looking good. Crime is on the rise, especially the petty stuff. Next would be your suburban, and I think that's about 20%, because I think a lot of bad actors are hiding out in suburban areas, not in the city centers, because there's too many cameras, right?
You might be. I don't mean to interrupt you, but
No.
So the most rural folks and the most inner city folks might be surprised by how much they have in common.
True
but
story.
It's that upper crust and that middle crust that's bored, got nothing better to do, and gets into this kind of shit.
So then you get to your suburban about 20%, right? Not so great. People are locking their doors, extra locks, cameras outside now because they'll steal shit right off your porch. You got to lock everything up. And then we get to our small town USA. And I think that's where the biggest increase comes in. I want to say that they're about 18% without rule of law in hometown USA, right? The small townships.
Because they simply won't stand for it. Everybody knows each other, and like they can literally just all get together and be like,
"Oh yeah,
nah,
we need to have a talking to with Bob. Bob's been slipping. We're gonna go talk to Bob."
The more anonymous your society becomes, the bigger the city you live in, especially. And I'm not pointing a finger at city people.
No, it's just too many people to know everybody.
No, and I've been to New York City, and my thing, I don't know if it's the biggest city in the world, but for me it is. Biggest one I ever been to. What I took away from New York City was it's a completely anonymous culture. You're crammed together, shoulder to shoulder, like sardines in a tin with folks that you'll never see again. And if you do, it's almost like prophecy or something.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's them again.
And nobody looks at each other. Nobody holds the door for each other. No one speaks. Everyone's straightforward. They don't look. They don't react.
Everybody's in their own little world.
The most craziest shit could be going on right over here. They don't look at it.
Well, I tell you what, Yardbirds would say that they all have main character syndrome.
I think in a situation like that, you have to. If you start thinking about everything going on around you, you'd lose it.
Yeah, it's too much information overload. Hi, from Orange County, New York. There's so many dogs in our neighborhood that bark at any noise, like an alarm system. Kathy Marshall, thank you for joining us this evening. And welcome to the We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
Kathy Marshall,
they're great. I love them.
You're this. That's valid, and I feel you because I actually have experienced that. And you should blame the owners, not the dogs.
Yeah, they're just doing what comes natural. That is a thing in towns nowadays. Do you know that they've banned gas leaf blowers in some southern New York towns and counties because they're so loud and they're so disturbing?
The electric ones are those things suck too, though. Like, not only are they just not as good, but they're kind of loud too. We have to blow leaves. There's the reality versus this fiction that everybody wishes we lived in. What are you gonna do? Turn on the vacuum for the outside, suck all the leaves up? You can't. It takes people like me. Strap that backpack on. Sorry, I'm sorry.
It gets loud and annoying, but it gets the job done.
Can I ask you a question? Why are you at home at 10?
Well, because you're talking about lower that suburban zone with all them wealthy people in it. We're talking about places like
nobody asked
where
you
the Wicked Witch of Chappaqua lives.
Yeah, nobody asked you to come here.
Yeah. My Skydive says the ATF and governor are here now. Mexican consulate is involved as well. Oh, I did hear about a bunch of police officers getting shot today in, I believe it was York, PA.
Did you hear about 18 homeless people being shot because they simply had no other place to live?
Nope.
No. That happened, and I want to say this is Minneapolis. Which has got some problems. They're
sending in the National Guard, Livingston, man.
Minneapolis has been a hotbed of all kinds of national fucking bullshit for too long. Now, here's one where I might agree, because I get that you don't want to send the police in there and just start being cracking down and fucking taking.
Oh, my Skydive said it was right down the road for me.
But at the same time, there should not be an epidemic of violent crime in America.
No.
Period.
No.
Temper that with the loudest headlines are always shootings and whatnot. But there is indeed, please agree with me, selective outrage about it.
Yes. Totally. When
the problem affects all of us, a mass does not discriminate. Doesn't matter. You're in public. They're in public. And he's in public. And bro,
Yardbirds, welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. I gotta pin this one for a minute because Yardbirds missed the reference to Yardbirds earlier. So.
Don't make me wrap your chat again. Be careful what you say.
We're taking notes. The flashlight is on.
Teresa Buchanan taught me that I can isolate anyone's whole chat. And I was like, this is the most useful thing I have ever seen in my life.
And he ain't afraid to use it.
I got the receipts.
So I think most of us agree that the cancel culture shit sucks, right? That I hate it. Even though, and sometimes it's justified, but I hate it. I hate it. I don't think people should lose their livelihood or their home or their car or whatever because other people didn't like what you had to say.
Or in
Right.
fact, sought out your message just to hate it.
In some cases, that's the case. And it sucks, but it happens. So
Careful what you say out there. Remember, if you're old enough to remember your teachers warning you about your permanent record, we're all doing it right now and have been.
yeah. Oops says, when is the Livingston Man versus Yardbirds boxing match?
I keep wanting to have him on a live stream. He won't call in.
Grateful Prep says, I agree, but it's up to the employer. And that was kind of my standpoint on it, too, was you represent my business. You're wearing my logo. I don't fucking think so. Take that shit off. You no longer work here.
Right, because when you do that, now you're representing the company, which may or may not. And
Yeah.
when you work for the company, you don't get to represent the company. The company's logo and image represents the company, not your activism, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I firmly believe.
Or your spin on things or your opinion on things, unless you are solely there to give your opinion on things and spin on things.
And you might start to think of like just how important are your political views. Every person should be civic minded.
For sure.
But if you want to be a professional fucking protester, then just go do that.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
you can be a paid agitator nowadays, right? And just go yell and piss people off.
Right. But like, if you're expecting to, or you think someone's going to pay you, this is what a job is. You serve a higher power for money, and you do what they say, and you wear what they said, and you do what you were told.
Yeah, or you don't get the paycheck.
Now, the question that must come up is that how far then does that intrude into your life? Are you allowed to? So you don't say these things when you're wearing the uniform, but you do
Say them when you're not. Yeah, I guess that what you do in your private time is your private business. If you make your private business public, then that's a representation of you 24/7. Some people put their private business all over their face, and they wear
See 'em coming.
Yeah, they wear it there.
Yeah.
So.
You know,
What are you going
say
to do,
no
man?
more,
What
fam.
are you going to do? You either accept people for who and what they are, or you don't accept them for who or what they are, and you move on, right? And you just say, oh, okay, well, we're not really compatible. It was nice to meet you. Take care. And away you go. Where's my easy button? Right? We're not compatible. Cool.
You don't have to be
was
friends.
nice meeting you.
You don't have to be friends with everyone. You can be civil and friendly, but you don't necessarily have to be friends with people. It's harsh to say, but easy enough to do. As for corporations, though, I understand how this can be complicated for them to try to deal with, too, because you don't want to look like these robber barons who invade every aspect of their employee's life. But if the employee is expected to represent the company, then, I'm just going to go back to I don't believe that the workplace is the place for political activism unless your workplace is like Congress or something. Then, like, by all means, like, be a politician. You're so mad about it, run for office instead of working at McDonald's.
Well,
you're so right.
yeah, I mean, you just got to find the right donors, right? All you got to do is reach out to the big corporate McDonald's and say, hey, I want to run for political office. And then you could wear the McDonald's patch on your uniform when you get to Congress, right? That's what we should do.
I
Put
guess
patches on them all.
Well, because now
Merrick.
now I'm thinking.
Bear.
I'm stuck on my last question. Is that how far should what you do for a living? Are you gonna let your political views be your all-encompassing? Make that your identity?
Yeah, I don't think your politics should identify you. I think what you love and things like that, what your passions are, what you believe in, your morals should identify you. I don't think that your job should identify your morals, or your politics. Your politics and you should be separate. Because some things that the liberals have to say, I kind of agree with. Some things that the right says, I kind of disagree with. So I sway both sides of the aisle, pending what's going on. I don't know. I'm flexible in my politics. I believe some things are just but not moral, and some things are moral but not just. And I think it's a balancing act to keep everything in order. And I think they stopped juggling and they just started shoveling money into their pockets, and they don't fucking care what happens to us anymore. And I think they're going to continue to shovel money in their pockets until it's not worth anything anymore. And then they'll find something that's worth it and start lining their pockets with that. Right? Well, gold, silver, and crystallized osium. I tell you who would tell you that. That's Niels Han Dynasty. Yep. Firefly Farm. I too have an asshole boss, and I am him, so I know he's an asshole. 100%.
We're all kind of sort of navigating like a new normal right now.
No doubt about it.
Perhaps you're been a little careful about what you say, how you react to things. Like one thing I noticed is that everybody's a little like more careful about like who they are online right now, and whether that's a good thing or not. I don't appreciate people's actual selves being forced to be closeted, if you will.
Yeah.
I think if you should be able to be who you are.
Absolutely.
And I
without fear of harm.
I can think and wish in either hand until like one of them's full. But what I wish is that everybody would kind of just get on that. Like, you don't have to agree with them, but you also don't have to like hate them either, unless hate is very strong. Whatever hate means.
It's not a good look for you, bro.
What I think is that you should not hate for no reason.
No, totally not. And
then
you better have a damn good reason to hate somebody. They must have done physical harm to somebody.
And you might find that actually there's no reason for it. Like I'm gonna go back again and say it is that if a fucking song is playing that I don't like, I just change the channel, man.
True story.
It can happen that you end up like hating something so much that you actually become like it's like proverbial biggest fan.
Yeah, because you can't stop hating on it, right? You're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong at all. If you don't like something, just let it go. That's the biggest thing. If it's not your cup of tea, then it's not your cup of tea. And if you have to obsess over that not being your cup of tea, you should probably go talk to someone. Because there's something there that's not letting you move on from this.
Society owes you nothing. And you don't owe society anything. Except what you deem necessary to contribute to it. And know that what you contribute to society will matter, but it's on you how.
True story. True story. Chance Paladin says, I hate dehydration. Dehydrating fruits and vegetables or becoming dehydrated, because becoming dehydrated sucks pretty bad.
So you hate being dehydrated. So what you're saying is that like
he says,
what's your problem? What's your problem with sand, bro? Why do you have?
It's too dry for me, Livingston man.
That's cool.
It's too dry for me.
Mr. Salt Hater here. Try living without those electrolytes.
I gotta take a bathroom break, Livingston man. Do you want to cue up your guitar while I take a quick bathroom break? I usually don't. I usually make it, but I'm off my game, and I've been drinking lots of water. Lots of water, Livingston man. Water.
Did I mention I hurt my finger? I'm gonna have to remove the Band-Aid to actually play the guitar. What do you guys think? I used to know how to play the guitar. I haven't touched them in actually far too long. We're going to see if I still know how to play this thing. I hate cilantro. Hey, Firefly Farm, you know that's a genetic thing? Is that, like, people of certain genes, like, perceive the taste of cilantro as, like, soap, and other people don't. And it's actually a genetic marker. Again, look it up. So we're going to pull out. Mrs. Livingston bought me this for Christmas. Do you see it sparkles? It's a Fender Stratocaster, and she's beautiful. Works good. Happy about it. It's good and in tune, too. Grateful Prep. See, like, your DNA is changing. They say every 7 years, all the cells in your body regenerate. And actually, so 7 years ago, like, you're not even, like, the same person that you were back then. That's terrible. There's nothing worse than a sound of a person tuning their guitar.
Oh, he's fixing it. Fixing it.
So I haven't touched these poor things in like a month.
Southern Tier Prepper. Kathy says green tea tastes like soap to me and it makes me nauseous. I've heard other people say that it tastes like soap.
I'm almost there. Keep them
Good
interested.
job. Prepping with Pug says it's always the G string.
It's always the G string, and if you don't tune the whole fucking thing around that, it doesn't work.
Eric says commercials suck. You shouldn't have had any commercials. Maybe one at the beginning, but we don't put the ads in here. The reverb is kicking. You sound like you're in Yankee Stadium, bro. Chance wants to know if the 300-gallon water tank ever filled up.
It did. Wouldn't you know it? As soon as all those people left, like, yeah, it got it.
Filled right up. Anthony.
We don't want to play that one.
That'll get us in
Piss people
trouble.
off.
That'll get in trouble. They keep
am I
popping
even
up static
playing
ads
here?
over the chat. Oh, very interesting, STP. Teresa Buchanan. Thank you, my sister. Much
Did I mention
appreciated.
this beautiful guitar that
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Mrs. Livingston?
That pearl inlay on the
The sparkles, bro. It's called Nebula
It's
Noir.
called Beautiful. Beautiful.
What am I supposed to play exactly?
An outro here. Amy King said, I had 3 ads so far. Really? Should not have ads. Huh. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I do know how to play it still, even
Yeah,
with
he
my long
does.
ass fingernails.
Ads over the chat only. Lame. They probably don't pay us for those.
Yardbirds wanted his 3 chords. Can't go too long or you get the copyrights.
YouTube's been doing pop up over the chat ads for about a week now. Bastards.
We're not seeing those.
Bastards. No, it popped. It literally. So I saw one the other day in Angry's. It popped up over the chat and just blocked the whole chat out on me.
I don't know what these people want me to do. Sing a song.
Oh yeah. Well, they want us both to sing.
We'll get a copyright strike if I sing a song.
I should not be singing. I'll tell you that. Trout Slayer. Looking forward to it, brother.
How does it go?
We all gonna die. I'm having trouble trying to sleep. Counting sheep, but running out.
Married and wanted were the best of friends all through high school days. Both members of the 4-H are both active in the FFA. I know them all, baby. What you want?
Okay, Paul in the house. What's good, brother? Is that when I fight authority, authority always wins?
I said I fight authority, authority always wins. I've been doing it since I was a young man. I come out grinning. Copyright strike, don't do it. 30 seconds.
Yeah,
got 30 seconds before we latch
they're
on.
going to copyright strike us anyway. Thank you for the donations. We will be donating those to each and every individual song that Livingston Man has played a small snippet of tonight, because that's what they'll do. Chances. Copyright, don't strike me.
Has come and passed. Innocent will never last. Wake me up when September ends. Like my father's come to pass. 20 years has gone so fast. Wake me up when September ends. Here comes the rain again, falling from the stars, drenching my pain again, becoming who we are.
Teresa says we need a Might Make Music Monday very soon. I agree with that.
Guitar's out of fucking
K-Paul says,
tune.
damn, Livingston Man, you go, brother. Could not agree more, K-Paul. Chance says, I fell into a burning ring of fire. Johnny got the ads again. Sorry, Johnny.
Because I'm playing music.
They hate it.
24 hours ago, I wanna be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I wanna be sedated. Yeah, get me to the airport, put me on a plane. Hurry, 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 before I go insane. I can't control my fingers, can't control my brain. Oh, oh, oh. Copyright.
Yeah, they get you every time. They make money. They're getting greedy. You are not wrong, Miko Wolf. Michigan Outpost 231. Happy We All Gonna Die Wednesday to you. Treading it tonight.
How the fuck you play that riff? I just want to do this. Fuck him.
Gotcha.
I'm such more of a fan of fucking three chords. I just love being like.
Yardbird says they told the Livingston Man to go to rehab. He said no, no, no. Hey, hey.
Like it's also
What I like
dark
about
side's coming
you.
out, nothing is real. So you never know just how I feel. From out of the shadow, she walks like a dream. make me feel crazy, make me feel so mean. Nothing gonna save me from a love that's blind. Trip to the dark side, cross that line. On the dark side. Oh yeah. On the dark side. Oh yeah.
Rob B would like to hear some Social Distortion. Oh,
Okay, how the hell's that one song go?
Man. Just one Pepsi.
It's got the...
All I want to know is who was driving the black Mitsubishi.
I feel ridiculous right now for drawing a blank on Social Distortion. I know the song. I want to hear it. Story of my life. Story of my life. He plays with a capo, so that'd be story of my life. Story of my life. La, yeah.
The Sultans of Swing.
Yeah,
oh, that's a good jam.
Probably want to trim my fingernails for that, but it goes something like. Guitar George, he knows all the chords. I just don't know how to play all that lead shit.
You know what we need is some Party in the USA. Miley Cyrus. My son would often bust that one out as a good icebreaker.
USA.
Yeah. Devin says, this is pretty much exactly what I think the real We All Gonna Die Wednesday broadcast is going to sound like. This is indeed a real We All Gonna Die Wednesday broadcast, the 139th one to be exact. Yeah, 139.
139
trips around the wheel. Man, that's an accomplishment, Livingston, man.
Weeks.
Yes.
I mean, there's 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah.
It's 104. Yeah. We've been doing this for over 2 years.
What do you can you the Four Horsemen by the old Metallica?
Nope.
No.
I know how to play. I used to know how to play Enter Sandman. I haven't done it in a while. Something like that.
This is the end, my friend. You know what I need to hear? How about, so this song is not a radio song. It's not a song that everybody's going to know, but I need to hear Dear Machine.
Boy, okay, that song has a
Yeah, but I need to hear it on the electric guitar.
I don't know where my capo
And
is.
he
It
looks
goes
for a
something
capo.
like...
That's a good jam. That's a good
Out
jam.
of Nowhere. You can look that up on SoundCloud.
Yeah, I tell you what, I can probably. Let me see. I'm gonna drop a link to the old Livingston Man's SoundCloud.
You take a mortal man.
Let's see. I should share this. Copy link. There we go. Boom, right in the chat for everybody. Clickable link to check out some of the Livingston Man's SoundCloud.
Copyright.
There it went. There it went.
Are you not entertained?
It goes something
I
like,
already
I'm
beat you
just
bad,
gonna
Bob.
make
I
shit
already
up.
played the Thunderstruck.
Can't do it.
Been doing
Can't do
this
it.
a while.
My fingers don't do all that stuff.
Have I not entertained you?
Thank you, Livingston Man, for playing, many, many outros over and over again.
Thank her, she did it.
The beautiful, beautiful guitar. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you for being with us this evening and investing your most valuable resource with us, your time. If you have some more time to spare, in about 20-ish minutes, 20-ish minutes.
Minuet and G.
Minuets and G. In 20 minutes, Rural 2IC will be live with his Workshop Wednesdays, where all the questions come from you, the viewer. So don't be afraid to go check out Rural 2IC and ask him some preparedness-related questions. And preparedness-related questions are always welcome here as well. So don't hesitate to ask. If you got a question, reach out. If you need some gear, reach out. We got some links in the chat, and there's like hundreds freaking more, and people coming every day. We got some gear to review, by the way, Livingston Man. So
I appreciate everyone contributing to what do they call this? A super chat.
yeah, man, that's awesome. The what was targeted goals. We set a goal and we smashed it.
I'm not going to say that beyond, like the money you paid for the performance you got was worth it. That's for other people to say. And I think
Yardbirds will let you know.
Yeah, he sums it up pretty good. He's like the AI summary. If it was
he did. He
YouTube
said
user.
Basically, don't call us. We'll call you.
Yeah.
You know it. Thank you for joining us on Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. Eric says, play the outro. You got it, big fella. Livingston Man. Well, no, I just figured you could roll that beautiful bean footage, but it looks like
click the button at the right time.
he wants to do it. He wants to do it.
We all gonna die.
Good evening, and welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Livingston Man, roll that beautiful bean footage.
We all gonna